A wise photographer once told me to invest on a good tripod, and it will be the last time I will have to purchase one. It will be a very long lasting investment if I choose a good one. Another experienced photographer also told me that you can never have too many tripods. I went and followed the second one, and I got a new tripod. However, I do think this is one of my best acquisitions. In this video, let's talk about the Manfrotto 190go and why I think it's one of the best bang for the buck tripods in the market today and for the past 5 or 6 years. Okay, so this is the Manfrotto 190go. It has been around since 2016 or maybe even 2015. It's been around for a while and I've been wanting it for a while. But I have long believed that this is one of Manfrotto's best and most underrated tripods. And let's see why. Now, Manfrotto has a lot of features and a lot of different variants for tripods. And this is basically, I think, the best combination of some of the best features that I have on the other Manfrotto tripods. For one, this is the only relatively big tripod of Manfrotto that has the twist locks. And I really just prefer twist locks over lever locks. And this is something that we usually see on the BeFree tripod. So I really loved when I saw the twist locks on these. This is of course a 4-section tripod and you will see it later when I unfold it. Another reason of course is this also has the X Pro horizontal column that can help you for overhead shots or when you need it to go over a certain ledge or whatever. I personally treat this as a requirement for any tripod that I would get because I often shoot cityscapes and I often want the camera dangling over the rail or the ledge of the building. So I need a good tripod that can actually support that with a horizontal arm. And this can of course also go very low angle, just like that, almost flat if you don't have the center column. And that can actually help you go very low when you have the center column horizontal and you can be as low as 3 inches from the ground. If you're shooting, for example, a wet surface trying to get reflections on the foreground, then that can actually help. And another handy feature is this link port, wherein you can attach anything with a 3/4 inch screw. So you can use a friction arm, you can put maybe a hook over there, and maybe even connect a smartphone or maybe even another camera with an arm. Now this tripod is just 1.7 kilograms but can carry 15 kilograms in camera load. That is way more than the standard full frame mirrorless or DSLR with a 70-200 2.8 lens. So you can even use this with super telephotos or at the very least even the heavier telephotos. I've actually already shot with the 100-400 millimeter on this and it was a walk in the park. Now when folded, this is actually just 17.7 inches, but when standing on minimum height, this is 22 inches. That's a pretty okay height. Now the maximum height is 64.9 inches, just a little over 5 feet. And at least for me, that's the perfect height because I am 5'7.5". Now as I said, if you abduct the legs, you can actually still fold it up. And when you have it on horizontal column, this can actually go as low as 3.5 inches from the ground. So it's perfect for your very low angle shots. Now the 190go actually comes in different variants. You can get it in aluminum and you can also get it in carbon fiber. I would have wanted to get the carbon fiber version, but it is not available in my country. So I had to stick with the aluminum version, but surprisingly, it is actually light enough for me. When I carry it around, it feels like I'm just carrying around my carbon fiber 055. So I'm still pretty comfortable with it. I will probably feel more comfortable with the carbon fiber, but I have no problem with the weight that it has now. Now, globally, you can actually purchase this without a head. You can purchase it with the X Pro 3-way head. You can purchase it with the X Pro head that is Arca-Swiss compatible, or you can purchase it with the X Pro BH2 head, which is this one. And I personally would have preferred to get the one with the Arca-Swiss compatible clamp, but again, it was not available from where I bought this. So I got the one with the BH2 head, and what I did was I took this out, the quick release clamp, just with a simple Allen wrench, and replaced it with something I got out of Lazada, or basically Asian Amazon. This has now been modded or replaced with an Arca-Swiss type clamp. Now, that quick release clamp aside, I do think that this is the perfect tripod for someone like me who goes around a lot for landscape photography. Now, I have the BeFree Advanced carbon fiber and the Jitso Legend carbon fiber travel tripods. And I also have, for my bigger requirements, the Manfrotto 055 CX Pro 4 carbon fiber. But for landscape photography, I've always been wanting something in between them because I don't always need the height, but I need the sturdiness and the build. And this is where the 190go actually comes in. It has the twist locks of my favorite travel tripods, but it has the horizontal column of my 055. It is midway in between when it comes to the height and the bulk. And I just had to replace that quick release clamp, but you can, again, if you're lucky, you can get the ball head with the Arca-Swiss compatible quick release clamp. And that's why I think this is actually the best bang for the buck tripod, especially for those who shoot landscape photography. You can get the one without the ball head for just $209. That's a very good deal for a sturdy tripod with a lot of features. And the carbon fiber one sells for around $453, but then again, if you consider the weight of this one and the overall amount of energy you're gonna have to use to carry, it is really comfortable to carry around even with the aluminum version. It doesn't take too much space because it has the thinner twist locks, and of course it has that nice horizontal column. Now, the reason why I do think it's bang for the buck, aside from the nice price tag, is actually because you have a lot of options. You can get it without the head, or you can get it with 3 different heads. If you're lucky enough to have all 3 variants available where you are, then I do think that it will be one of those purchases wherein you wouldn't want anything more out of it. Now, I have used this for over a month now since I bought it. Yes, I bought it with my own money, and this wasn't sent for review. And I have had no regrets. I loved carrying it around. I loved shooting with it. I've taken so many landscape photos with this tripod. And I'm really trying to come up with something negative to say, but I can't force it out. There we go. If you have any questions about the Manfrotto 190go, then leave it down below in the comment section. Of course, if you have gotten this far into the video, thank you for watching. My name is Nicco Valenzuela. I am a landscape and architectural photographer, and this channel talks about landscape photography, architectural photography, and a whole lot of gear. If you're into that, then do consider subscribing. In any case, thank you for watching.